Welcome to JD's Prep. All right, we have information here about a new threat to endangered sea turtles. So these turtles in tropical areas, they have a threat because of the changing beach temperatures. So the sex of the hatchlings is actually determined by the temperature inside the nest. Okay, embryos develop into males when the temperature is around 28. Female embryos develop at approximately 31, and if it's in between those values, then both male and female turtles are produced. So let's just draw that out. Okay, so let's say that this is 28 degrees Celsius. Okay, this is 31 degrees Celsius. All right, so this is where we have mostly females produced. This is where it's mostly males, and in between is male and female, which we would consider probably the ideal, right? So on to the question now. So climate change is expected to change beach temperatures, which of course is going to impact the sex ratio of these hatchling populations of the sea turtles. So looking at our diagram here, okay, so rising temperature is going to mean more females. So almost entirely females, or certainly a higher female to male ratio is going to be produced from rising beach temperatures. All right, so one of the ways that these endangered sea turtles are being protected is by ensuring that nesting sites have lots of shade-producing vegetation. Okay, so why would this help? Okay, shade-producing vegetation would help keep those beach temperatures cooler, or at least counteract the rising temperatures that are resulting from climate change. So those cooler temperatures would help ensure, for one, a better proportion of females and males that are being produced and that are hatching, but it's also just going to protect those eggs from rising temperatures, making sure that the nests aren't getting too warm and ensuring that more of those eggs are hatching. All right, and the last question is talking about tourist activities. How could that have a negative impact on the nesting success of the turtles? Well, tourists and their activities could have any number of negative impacts on this natural process and many others. So there's many different examples that you could come up with. You just need to find one. Some examples are that the tourists could trample on the nest, they could damage the eggs, they could try to collect the eggs as souvenirs. That's something that is not super uncommon. Just the disturbance of being on the beach could disrupt that natural process. Perhaps if tourism is a major job creator in the area, then those beaches could be cleaned or disturbed in order to make them more appealing to tourists. So just the presence of tourism in the area could impact that beach environment as well. So that's just a few examples, but again, there's a lot of different ways that tourists can have a negative impact on the nesting success of the turtles in this example. Thank you for using JD's Prep.